Well, welcome to Daily Life Connection. Thanks for continuing to join me for our exploration of Luke chapter 15 and how it reveals the heart of the Father. One of the most light bulb aha moments for me in this whole story came a number of years ago when I was reading through it. And I read that part where the older son says, "I have served you like a slave. I have done everything you've commanded me. I've not broken a single commandment, but you've never given me a goat so that I could celebrate with my friends." This older brother was basically saying, my service and obedience have not been rewarded. And I began thinking about that. Do you mean to say, Jesus, that God does not reward service and obedience? Serving Him, giving our lives to Him, and walking in compliance with His regulations, He doesn't bless that? And that's clearly what this story is saying. Service and obedience don't precipitate the Father's blessing. They don't earn it. They don't release it. They don't give us access to it. I'm not saying service and obedience are bad or not a good way to live, but I'm just saying we need to understand they don't release the Father's blessing. They don't get us where we want to be with God or enjoying His blessings. Generally, the church does very badly at this. We do reward service and obedience. We do make it about performance and belief. We do, the people in our church that we value most are the ones that really live up to high moral standards and work really hard in the church community. And we really value those. That's not how Abba is. Do we understand how shocking that is today? Do we understand how upside down the kingdom of heaven is? Oftentimes in the church we've embraced the kingdom of this age, the kingdom of this world, where it's all about performance. We've embraced that model and brought it into the church. In Romans 12 it says, don't be conformed to this age. Don't be conformed to this world, to the way they do things. And I think that that's part of what this story is showing us, is we do conform to it. When we reward and value service and obedience above relationship, then we have embraced the system of this kingdom of this world, this performance-based system. But they don't earn or even release the Father's blessing. They are not the prerequisite for relationship, but rather the result of relationship. Can I say that again? Service and obedience are not the prerequisite for a relationship with the Father. They are the result of a relationship with the Father. And it sounds like that's not a big difference, but it's huge. It's a very, very major difference. It is night and day. It is black and white. It is upside down. They just totally different approaches to God. And this was the problem Jesus is trying to fix here. In Luke chapter 15, verse 1, when Jesus is saying he's eating and fellowshipping with these riffraff, with the sinners, the irreligious, and the religious people are criticizing him and he's saying, why are you doing this? This is the explanation. The explanation is your service and obedience are not releasing the Father's blessing or leading you into it. You need to get into the Father's relationship with Him. That's where the blessings are released, and then you will learn to walk with and serve with gratitude and so on. He offers us partnership. Yes, He does. I'm not trying to say service and obedience don't matter, but let's look at it this way. When we are in relationship with God through Christ, when we are in relationship with Him, He does offer us partnership. Will you, follow me and serve and go out and bless people and take the good news of the kingdom of God and all of its blessings and get them into people's lives, get them into our culture, get them into but it's a fellowship partnership, not a servant partnership, not a slave partnership, not a hired hand partnership. Our partnership with God, it's like the John chapter 2, the wedding at Cana where Jesus turns water into wine. And He didn't just turn water into wine. He got them to fill the pots with the water. He offered them a partnership, a fellowship in it. They were part of the team that was doing this and bringing this blessing. And obedience, of course, is so that we can live well. All of the things that God has written for us are for our good. They're to help us live with joy, live life to the full. That's what obedience is about. It's so that we can live life to the full, but we're not going to get there if we're not enjoying the blessings of relationship with the Father first. So today, let's just kind of refocus on this. Service and obedience are not what release the Father's blessings. It's relationship that does. So I'm not saying let's quit serving and obeying. I'm just saying let's make the priority relationship. Get in relationship with Him, and then our service becomes a partnership, a fellowship, a team effort. Then our obedience becomes a desire to learn how to live life to the full. That's really good news. Let's think about it. We'll talk again tomorrow.